Hello and welcome to Sketch Together. This is part of a series on learning Sketch basics, and the first thing that we're going to take a look at the UI on the program. So we're going to learn about the toolbar, the layers list, and the inspector. So let's go ahead and do that. So the first thing I have here a demo file, so we can actually see the demo with different things, with different layers. So the first thing is going to be your layers list, and then in your pages list, and that is, you find it here on the left. And as you can see, it works. If you're familiar with Photoshop, it is pretty similar to Photoshop or even any file managing system. Whereas you have the hierarchy starts from Artboard, and then from there layers, but sometimes those layers are in groups. So then a group, and then there are layers inside, and then you can have groups with nested groups inside. And then those groups can have layers, as you can see. So pretty basic, pretty straightforward. As you will see, also there's another level in the hierarchy, which is pages. That's on the top. So you can actually go between different pages. And these pages, it's like if you had one more document inside your document. So this, for example, on this page, I have artboards, I have layers and everything. So it all lives inside the same file. So yeah, sometimes you want to use pages for a different resolution on your design, or probably a different version or a different exploration. That's when probably you will use pages for. So yeah, and then over here on the artboards, here on the inspector, you can hide layers. For example, I'm going to select this one. As soon as you can see, when I select it, I can hide it. And I can also, if I press Option, and then here, I can lock it too. Now I cannot select it. So, and I can do both, where right here is invisible and also locked. So let me put it back. Now I can select it and I can see it. Cool. So that's the layers list and the pages list. Also, yeah, sorry, I forgot. Sometimes you want to search for a layer, and you can search it by name. So for example, if I search card, all the layers that have card in the name will appear. But probably want to search for the one that says New York. So I can search for the one New York, and then cool. It just shows me those ones. And also here, I can filter by hiding layers and only showing the slices, because some of the layers can be slices too. As this is a slice that I can export, and it's not a layer. It still acts as a layer, and I can transform it, I can move it around, but it's just a slice. So sometimes you only want to see the slice, so you will be able to filter them down here. That's what those icons are for. Okay, so moving on. Let's talk about the tools. The tools are over here on the top. As you can see, probably if you open Sketch, you're going to see different tools as me. That's because you can actually customize your own toolbar. And you can do that by right-clicking anywhere on over here. And then there's some menus called Customize Toolbar. When you click on that, you will see all the different tools that you can put. And for example, you can add any tool, you can add it anywhere, or you can remove any of them like that. So there's a default one. You can drag the default there, or you can also say, you know, I already know what they are, so just show me the icon. You can do that too, or you can even only show the text if you are a minimalist. I'm going to do icon only. And then also you can add spaces. That way you can group, for example, this is a space. I add a space, and that way I can group my tools. These are, for example, these are my tools for elements, new elements. These are my zooming tools, and then these are for the transforming elements. So anyway, you will be able to decide what tools you like and what tools are important to you, and you are able to do it. Moving on, here on the right, you're going to see that there's an inspector. Since right now I don't have anything selected, there's nothing I can do. But as soon as you select a layer or an element, so for example, if I select this background layer, now I can change the position of it, the X, Y, I can change the size, I can rotate it, for example, like that. I can change the size of it. Instead of 1024, I could do 960, and on. And you can also change the radius and the opacity, fills. You can add different colors and borders and effects. So all of those things will be here in your inspector. So let me do Command Z. And also, once you have, for example, two elements selected, let me add I'm going to add a rectangle and then another rectangle, and have them like here. I can also do centering and distributing over here. So for example, if I want to distribute it vertically, I can align it vertically like this. And if I want it to be aligned horizontally, I can do it like this. Boom. Or I can do it also to the left. For example, this one is a little bit bigger.
and I wanted to align to the left of this one, I can do it here too. And yeah, so, and that applies also for text. If you have a text layer selected, then all the different elements that you can edit on a text layer, you will find them here. Alignment, the color, the weight, the type of font, the typeface, the size of it, and also some more advanced stuff as the spacing and the paragraph and the line height. So yeah, and also for text, you can apply just the same effects as you can to any other layer. So you can apply fills, you can apply borders, shadows, and so on and on. And that's it. Also, the same applies to artboards. Artboards, when you select an artboard, it is pretty much just like as a layer, and you can change the position of it and the size of it and add a background color. So for example, here, I'm going to change it instead of white, I'm going to change it to a little bit of gray, probably F4, 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 F4. There you go. And now it has my little cards pop a little bit more. So that's it. That's pretty much the basics of the UI of Sketch. You can also find a lot of the different tools over here as in any other program. And yeah, cool.